I can give you the year. Because I actually give a damn about this.
I think we're done. Man. I think we're done. I think you're done as his friend.
Man, you're not getting a bracelet, I can tell you that much.
Wow. Well, you know what? You can borrow the bracelet I said I had.
I was going to say, yeah, give me the FU bracelet. I'm bringing that one back.
There you go.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I knew you were named after, though.
Okay, yeah. Talk about OJ or something.
Why don't you put that shovel down? You dug that hole yourself.
Really? It doesn't look great for me at this very moment, does it?
Dude, over there chowing down on egg sandwiches, not caring about me.
Yeah, there you go.
I do care. You have no idea how much I care. Just because
I have a pretty strong idea how much you care right now.
Just because I don't know what's going on in the men's living room doesn't mean I don't care.
I mean, there are people out there in just the Twitter sphere that probably knew those things. Because all I do is sit up and gas bag about here on air. I'm talking about intimate details that you revealed to me in confidence.
I know your eyes are brown.
You're just looking at his eyes.
Well, you know what? That's because
Are you just looking at things around the room and saying that you love them?
That was well played.
Yeah, I would say it's really good radio, too.
Wow. Wow. Well, at least you have it better than OJ, or do you?
Well, he likes me.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about me.
You have it better than OJ. We're setting the bar really high around here.
Let's be honest, though.
Yeah.
How good does OJ look for 70?
Well, what was it? The lady said that he was 90.
Oh yeah, we started the whole sideshow off with a nice joke. 90. We won't do that to you. Ha 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 ha. Everyone's having a good time.
How weird is that, though? I mean, this is a man that
you had that. Yeah, you had the guy wearing the Kansas City Chief tie as well. I mean, it was pretty wild.
They're funny, things for us, but this is a man who's fighting for his life, and they're joking about his age, and then he goes up there, and Junior, we talked about this before you came on the show with us. He was belligerent.
Yeah, what did you think of him? OJ was OJ. Now, I find it very strange because we had heard all those reports leading up to it that OJ basically went to white-collar, country club prison in there, that you never really had to answer everything. That kind of seems like it when you see the answers out of this guy, because does it look like he changed? It's the same charismatic dude we always got. You see the same guy who believes his version of the truth, very sociopathic tendencies.
Yeah.
It was what we always heard, OJ being OJ. And the weird part for me was all the legality of it I can take, but I look at, all right, what's my role in all this? We're weirdly just into consuming this the way we consume everything else. This is something normal and okay. We all put it out there, we were airing it like everyone else was, but we're all there content to sit and watch and crack jokes on Twitter this is just something from every other day of the week, it's an award show or something. This is a trial of a guy who a lot of us think killed 2 people.
Yeah. So along those lines, Dave, I'll start with you. What do you think OJ does when he gets out in October?
I think that he will try to make money somehow. I think he's going to take some kind of did you see this story that he was offered something at a brothel in Las Vegas?
Well, it wouldn't be shocking.
And I guess some of the girls, this is how some of the girls that work at the brothel were if he comes here, we don't want any part of this. Right? So I think it'll be something shady, something you look at and you're like, oh, that's just uncomfortable. I don't know if it's some kind of a bizarre YouTube thing or some kind of an internet channel. Or I think he's a slimy guy, and I think he's going to try to weasel his way back in and to try to figure out some way to make money.
I mean, there's a very good chance. He's going to be on parole. There's a very good chance I think he violates his parole, winds up right back in this thing before it's all said and done. But he's going to find a way to make a buck off this. Now, he still owes from that civil case a lot of money there.
Right.
But you're going to tell me that guy we watched get up on stage yesterday and hold court is going to be able to go and live a normal life? I actually had someone tweet that
he's never lived a normal life.
That's what I mean. He's never been socialized like that. I don't think it's possible for him anymore.
And he's 70.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not going to teach him now.
See, a lot of people said, "Oh my God, is he going to go out and go live that life?" When he was acquitted of the double murder, he was in his 40s. Would be correct.
So yes, so it's 94.
94.
Yeah.
So
that's 23 years. So he was 40, mid-40s.
Mid-40s.
Right.
You live a different life in your mid-40s than you do at 70, and he was out living his life before he got thrown in jail for this. So I don't expect a 70-year-old to come out and start being this wild, crazy guy. Not be this wild, crazy guy, but I absolutely, me and my wife were talking about this. She thinks he's going to try and disappear. I don't think so.
I don't agree with that at all.
I think
he loves the public spotlight.
And we are in a society now, let's be honest, There will be people ready to throw money at him. Even O.J. Simpson, who we all, I don't want to speak for everybody, think that he killed
two people. Yes, of course.
And a lot of people think that. But in this society of reality TV and making a star, you don't have to be liked to be a star.
People argue he was the first reality star.
That's exactly right. With that Trump, completely agree. You don't think he's getting a huge offer to write a book? You don't think he's getting a huge offer for
you know why?
first interview that he's going to do when he's out of prison?
Do you know anybody that doesn't know who O.J. Simpson is? Do you know anybody?
Kind of can thank us for that too.
Well, that's
30 for 30 documentary.
That's exactly right.
Even so.
But see, here's the thing, Dave. You and I, we lived through that. Mike was born in 1989.
You knew who he was.
No, see, that's the point now, though, with Mike saying in the documentary, he's right. The millennials all got to relive that and see it. I knew who O.J. was.
I knew what O.J. was accused of doing. I didn't even know how, I didn't really have an idea of how good O.J. the football player was until I started seeing some of that footage. And you go, oh my God. And then you start to look back at that. I didn't have an idea of nearly the severity around the racial issues of the time, how where O.J. aligned with that, all the stuff. I'm not black, I'm O.J. I had no idea of that. And so it just creates interest in a group that certainly would have known, but when you're competing for content the way you are in this current media landscape, to be able to drum up more interest by giving us all these details, you made a new generation of people that are now looking to consume this. Like you said, he's going to write a book and he's going to do an interview, and we're all going to watch and read.
Because you know what the point is? If I said to you, rank in order the most well-known people in this country, he's top 10.
Oh,
without people in this country, you could walk down any street in America and say, do you know who this person is? O.J. is top 10.
Especially now because everything just came back up again. He's been out of sight, somewhat out of mind for the 9 years in prison, but now it's back again. It's back because we weren't the only network showing that parole hearing yesterday, and we weren't the only network talking about it. It was everywhere. And how many cameras you think are going to be around the day O.J. gets out of prison?
And there is some weird moral dilemma and all that, right? Because obviously we understand that people are going to be interested and people are always going to want to watch. It's a fascinating case study.
It's a train wreck is what this is.
The timing of the television show and the timing of the documentary aren't an accident. Right?
Right.
Well,
this parole was coming this year.
Right,
We don't knew when this date was coming, so it's foolish to think that there's anything but tied into that. And so it's the perfect thing that feeds into this machine that makes a really uncomfortable thing. Like, I've heard it talked about, like, the moral dilemma people having watching and supporting Floyd Mayweather. How is this any different? And yet we still lined up. My entire Twitter timeline yesterday, I saw 100+ tweets of the juice is loose when he got his parole sentence handed down. And I'm like, this is what we're doing. I was there cracking jokes right with everyone else for a little bit, and then you stand up and say, like, all right, like, I've become part of the problem. I've entered my own little bit into the fray.
Joseph jumped in with the joke. O.J. was just signed by the Cowboys to fill in for Zeke while he's suspended. Hey-o.
Too soon or no?
Doesn't seem to be.
No.
It wasn't too soon for everyone yesterday.
No, because you know what it is? You don't have a personal connection. You look at him, and I think most people, and certainly you guys do, think that he committed these murders, but you don't have that connection. It's not like he committed murders of people you know, where you have this anger or this vitriol. You're just like, he did it. I believe he did it. But now I can have fun with it, and it is some kind of a life story in some capacity.
How about if you, don't know him, how about if you see him? How about for those that see him, where if he's going to go live in Florida, if he's just out, at a restaurant, whatever, and you see him, I mean, I wonder what the reaction, I think there will be people that will run up and want a picture with
autographs.
And there will be people that will not want to have anything to do with it.
There will probably be people that will get up and leave the restaurant, and there will probably be people that run up to them and say, can I give you $50 to get a picture?
They probably won't offer the $50, but, they'll probably...
But that would probably be,
Yeah.
I mean, think about it from, like, the outside. Like, yeah, we're all willing to consume that media indirectly. We're not in the room with O.J. in this trial. We don't have to be in the room with them reading the book or watching the interview. But to your point, like, how does day-to-day society, like, can O.J. go to the grocery store after this? Can go, like, he talks about wanting to go golf in Florida. Are there going to be golf courses that are just going to look at, like, we don't want the pub of having O.J. Simpson on our golf course.
It's the same thing that it was the first time when he was found not guilty forever ago. It's just going to be the same thing in a different era.
There will be golf course. He'll be golfing. I mean, I think he will be. I don't think everyone's gonna shun him. There are going to be those that are going to want the publicity. There's no doubt about it.
He's a weird measuring stick for progress. Because we always talk about, like, oh, it's been 9 years since he's been in jail. It's been X amount of years since the trial. Remember the landscape of the world then. How much different is it now when, like you said, we're willing to basically give him that same status right back?
All right, baseball season is through the halfway mark. Tune in tomorrow as the Cubs host the Cardinals, presented by Ballpark Buns. Coverage begins 3 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPNRadio.com, and the ESPN app. We'll get more into the OJ story a little bit later. Obviously, a huge story going on is Hugh Freeze down at Ole Miss. Formerly of Ole Miss, Paul Feinbaum joins us right now on Mike and Mike, ESPN Radio, ESPN app, and ESPN2. And Paul, we appreciate a couple minutes here. The story comes out last night. What was your initial reaction to the dismissal of Hugh Freeze at Ole Miss?
Well, I was shocked. There's no getting around it. I know a lot of people are saying they've heard rumors, and in the last day or two, there was some rumors out there that something was amiss. But I sat with Hugh Freeze a week ago yesterday in Birmingham at SEC Media Days. We sat on the stage on the SEC network, and I said to him, I asked him, how are you going to survive? What do you tell your recruits with this NCAA cloud hanging over your head and your shoulders? And he said, I can do that. And he talked about his faith, which he often does. And then he talked about the steadfast support by his chancellor and by his athletic director. He said, they are with me. That's why I feel so comfortable. And 8 days later, I'm watching the same video you guys are of them firing him because they found out that he may or may not have been calling an escort service.
So when we look at, and he's going to have stuff to deal, obviously, in his personal life, and that's between him and his family. From the school side of it, could this actually, weird to say, benefit Mississippi in the fact that Hugh Freeze was kind of the focal point of lack of monitoring the program, and now they can say, well, he's not part of the program anymore, just accept how we're slapping ourselves on the wrist and don't give us any more. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, Mike, in some ways, dumb luck could help Ole Miss, because I felt, and other people felt the same way, that if they went to the wall with Hugh Freeze in front of the Committee on Infractions in a couple of weeks, and they weren't going to do that, then they stood the chance that they risked getting one more year of a bowl ban. They've already self-imposed a bowl ban for a school that often acts like they haven't done anything wrong. And if that happened, the rule is, by the NCAA, with a 2-year bowl ban, the floodgates open. Players can leave. We've seen this before, and they would have left, of course. So I don't know how the NCAA can give Ole Miss too much credit, because they were not getting rid of him because of the NCAA allegations. That was in their response a couple weeks ago to the NCAA. It was 125 pages long, and a great deal of it was defending Hugh Freeze and his character and his integrity. But the fact that he is not on the coaching staff any longer may make it easier, may ameliorate the situation. The one problem they do have, and they can sit there yesterday and be high and moral, but they now have to still defend Hugh Freeze's integrity on NCAA issues in front of that committee. They have no gain in selling him out on that, because then the school will go down badly. We're not assured that it's going to escape anyway.
Talking to Paul Feinbaum on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. And Paul, I know we talk about it potentially benefiting them, but do you think other schools would have gone down this road the way Ole Miss has, discovering the same information about their coach? We've seen how many text messages and all the things that they poured through. Do you think part of that was driven by these allegations, or is this something that most schools would have gone through protocol-wise?
Mike, it's my opinion that if there had been no allegations against Hugh Freeze from the NCAA, and the only thing we have been talking about is what a great coach he was. And remember, he beat Alabama twice. He won the Sugar Bowl a year and a half ago for the first time in 50 or 60 years at Ole Miss. This is a school that hasn't won an SEC championship since John Kennedy was president. I think they would have perhaps looked the other way, but it was easy to find religion now. It was certainly more convenient. I mean, that's a guess. I really don't know. But knowing how all in this university was for Hugh Freeze in the hurricane of allegations, I think they may have stood by him. I was in Oxford a month ago, and all over town, and you guys know it's not a very big town, people were praising Hugh Freeze. They said, well, maybe we made a couple of mistakes, but he's our coach, and it's worth getting slammed by the NCAA to keep Hugh Freeze as the football coach. We all remember 5 years ago when he brought in that class, that top 5 class with Laramie Tunsil, Kim Beachy, Treadwell, the one that eventually got him in trouble. The university changed. They had not had anything like that in a very long time.
All right, Paul, let's move forward. Assistant head coach Matt Luke was named the interim head coach right now. Give us a little background on him. What do we need to know about the new head coach for Ole Miss?
Well, I wouldn't get too married to Matt. He's new to the staff. Remember, Hugh Freeze wiped out his coordinators last year after a 5-7 season and after losing at home to Mississippi State. This situation reminds me a little bit of when Jim Tressel was fired. They kicked up the interim coach. Everyone said he's got Luke, first of all, they said he's got a chance to survive. He had no chance because Urban Meyer was waiting in the wing. And with all due respect to Matt Luke, he's a good coach, he has a good reputation. He will not be Ole Miss's head coach moving forward.
Then we get the former coach, we get the Chip Kellys, the Les Miles, the Brett Venables. I mean, this is a guy that's going to be a head coach at some point. So what names start to surface? Because we know that's the next step of what we do.
You know, Mike, I can't imagine Chip Kelly going to Oxford. I think he'll have better offers. I mean, I just don't know how good a job this is going to be. And a lot of that depends on where the NCAA lands. But remember, Ole Miss has picked to finish 7th in the division, and they are in one of the most difficult divisions in college football. Alabama is at the top of it. So I don't think this is a job that's going to attract Chip Kelly or let's say a Bob Stoops, just for the sake of argument, coaches that are sitting around. I think they will struggle to get a top-flight coach at Ole Miss.
All right, good stuff, Paul. We appreciate a couple minutes. Have a good day.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
All right, so here's the question, guys. When does Hugh Freeze get his next job?
It's a great question. Well, now remember, he can still get nailed for lack of institutional
at Ole Miss, sure.
There could be a time period where he can't be hired. So,
but how long is that going to be?
That could be a couple of years.
All right, so let's say 2-3 years. But do you think he does not coach again because of this?
You hired him?
Where am I running? What's my school?
I don't know. Any school.
No, but that's not fair. If I have a real, like if I have a school that has a history, probably not. If I'm a school that's trying to make a name for itself and take a step into college football, I think I probably am.
Forgetting the moralistic side of this, again, everybody can have their own thought on that of what he did. He was right in the middle of actual NCAA violations that you have to think about as well.
Even prior to yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you have to think about that. But once he's paid the penalty for, what do you have? A guy that beat Alabama,
right?
Yeah. A guy that was bringing in recruits at a pretty high level.
High recruiting classes.
If you were someone like, let's say in the level of like an FIU that hire Lane Kiffin, big splash hire for
absolutely.
That could be where he has to start.
Start's going to work better. He'll definitely be better.
But how about if you're a South Florida? Right?
Well, that's what we mean. I like that. Yeah.
Something in maybe like the group of 5 range, or maybe even that step below might need to be where it is. But listen, I wouldn't put anything past it at this point. We've seen guys come back for more.
Yeah, we certainly have. And Tressel, of course, given a 5-year show cause penalty back in the day at Ohio State. All right, are the Cavs about to sign a former MVP? That's next, but first a word from Straight Talk Wireless.
Time for Straight Talk. You love your phone, you love that, everything about it, right? But you don't love that pricey wireless plan that you're on. What if you can keep your phone, but pay a lot less every month? Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. You can keep your same phone, number, network, still save a lot of money. It's like a home run, slam dunk, a touchdown, all in one. Unlimited plans start at $45 a month on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE network, Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart. Savings may vary. A month equals 30 days. Refer always to the latest term conditions of service at straighttalk.com. Back after this, Mike and Mike.
Right now at the Home Depot, Ortho Bug Be Gone 32-ounce concentrate, ready to spray, or 10-pound bag is your choice, 2 for just $10. There's no magic to make your bugs disappear, but there is Bug Be Gone. It'll knock out over 100 types of insects for fewer pests in your lawn and more money in your pocket. Start your own disappearing act with Ortho Bug Be Gone. Your choice, 2 for just $10. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through August 2nd while supplies last. U.S. only.
Dude, you look different.
Well, my body is glowing gold.
No, it's not that. Did you get a new shirt?
No, I joined the Fuel Rewards program at Shell and got instant gold status.
No, did you lose weight?
No, it's the gold status. I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
Got it. It's a tan.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell with the Fuel Rewards program. It's free to join, so join now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details. Doesn't actually turn bodies gold.
MLB Network Radio Trade Deadline Flashback.
July 7th,
2008.
Milwaukee Brewers sent 4 prospects to the Cleveland Indians for ace left-hander CC Sabathia. Sabathia would start 17 of Milwaukee's final 73 games with a 1.65 ERA as the Brewers captured the NL wildcard.
Follow the deals that shape the 2017 pennant race all this month on MLB Network Radio, Sirius 209 XM 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
If you're young and healthy, you don't need life insurance, right? Yeah, that's what I used to think too. Until my brother died at 38. Joe left his wife with 2 kids, a mortgage, and a stack of bills she couldn't pay. Mary had to sell the house and move everybody into this tiny 2-bedroom apartment just to make ends meet. I never want to do that to my wife, so I got life insurance. I called AIG Direct and was really surprised how affordable it is. Just $14 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. Listen, if you have a family, you should seriously think about getting life insurance. You'll feel a lot better having it, trust me.
Call AIG Direct for a free, no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%. Call now. 1-800-947-7103. That's 1-800-947-7103. 1-800-947-7103. Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-939-5925. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-939-5925. That's 1-800-939-5925. 1-800-939-5925. Message and data rates may apply.
Dear Southern New Hampshire University, thank you for making my mommy so happy.
Because of SNHU, Daddy does his homework with me.
Mommy and me are going to school.
We both learn a lot.
Now you can get that degree you've always wanted without sacrificing precious family time. Introduce yourself to Southern New Hampshire University. Our high-quality online programs are designed for people like you, busy adult learners who want to improve their careers on their own terms. Get degree information and see how to apply online by texting the word TIME to 554433. Our personalized online approach provides all the individual flexibility, support, and encouragement needed every step of the way. And because we're nonprofit, our tuition is amongst the lowest in the country.
Thanks, SNHU. Great job, Mommy.
Take the first step. Get degree information and see how to apply online by texting TIME to 554433. Southern New Hampshire University. See yourself succeed. Text TIME to 554433.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text while driving. Looking for promotional products to make your organization's logo shine? With so many companies out there, it's hard to know who to trust. Will the company get your logo right? Will they deliver on time? Is the price right? Will you get the help you need? Hi, I'm Kevin Lyonstar, CEO of 4imprint. Why choose us? We'll save you time, money, and effort with a 360-degree guarantee. Great prices, high-quality products, on-time shipment or your order is free, and 100% satisfaction or your money back. Discover the top 3 promotional items for driving new customers absolutely free by texting PICK to 642-642. Our selection is unparalleled. Logoed pens, apparel, coffee mugs, tote bags, notebooks, from the common to the crazy. Plus exclusive products and colors you won't find anywhere else. 4imprint's highly trained staff is ready to help with artwork and deliver quality products you'll love on time. And nobody's faster. Discover the top 3 items free. Text PICK to 642-642. ICK to 642-642.
It's time. Time to join the million that meet happy with Zoom video conferencing. Zoom gives you flawless video, crystal clear audio, and instant sharing across any mobile, tablet, or desktop device. But the best thing about Zoom? It just works. So ditch the distractions, join the movement, and meet happy with video conferencing. Visit Zoom.us to set up your free account today. That's Zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
Anything to say? I might even win an extra something. All right, time now for your Sports Center. Hugh Freeze resigns as the head coach of Ole Miss. AD Ross Bjork told ESPN that school officials found a pattern that included phone calls to a number associated with a female escort service. Twins nearing a deal for Braves pitcher Jaime Garcia in exchange for a minor leaguer. That's according to ESPN and multiple reports. And the Carolina Panthers released Michael Orr after 2 seasons. He was caught with a failed physical designation. SportsCenter brought to you by Ballpark Funds,
who are celebrating National Hot Dog Month with the Fame On sweepstakes. The winner is going to get a VIP experience at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, plus $3,000 for travel to enter the Fame On sweepstakes. Go to ballparkfunds.com/FameOn.
It is Mike and Mike.
Yes, it is.
ESPN Radio, ESPN2, ESPN app as well. Dave Rothenberg in for Greeny. People are beating me up on Twitter because I didn't know some of these deep-seated answers with my best friend.
He's not your best friend. You don't know anything about him. And he knows a lot more about you. Listen, there was a way to test it.
Yes.
You did it. He passed. You failed.
But 1 of 3. If I was in Major League Baseball, I'd be going to the Hall of Fame.
Right, and if you were in school, you would flunk out.
That's fair to say, yes. A thing Mike Golick Jr. never did.
No.
Flunk out.
Mr.
I know that
All-American.
because best friend.
No.
Played baseball. He did. He played Little League Baseball.
Little League, he said from 5th grade on, he didn't play any more baseball, played lacrosse. He played more lacrosse than baseball.
But I knew about the Little League Baseball.
But you didn't know where he got most of his participation ribbons, which was swimming.
That is correct. We haven't gotten deep into the 5th to 9th grade era yet. And I think when we get into that,
Is that how you guys do when you guys get together? You break it down by era?
Like, like if you're a paleontologist, you get into like the Paleozoic stage.
I thought of studying that at Notre Dame, but then they didn't offer it, so I didn't.
Yeah, so you went away from that?
Yeah.
Declined? Yeah, you run in eras, and we have not gotten to the era of 5 to 9 grade.
Watching you backpedal just makes my hamstrings sore.
Yeah, it's what it's like. Have you ever been in therapy?
No.
It's terrific. You start when you're little. You say, "Listen, this is what happened when I was little," and then they find out all the things that make you function.
Right. So you couldn't figure them out yourself?
No, that's what therapy. It's a burgeoning industry.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, I haven't.
You could use some therapy.
I could.
Sure. I think you could. I think we all could.
I have not taken part in that yet.
No.
Yeah. I need therapy. I just lay down with my dogs. They just lick my face and I feel better.
You're a simple man, aren't you?
Very simple.
It's not the
dog. I lay down. Dogs lay on my chest and lick my face.
And that's that works.
The day start over again.
Derrick Rose.
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah.
And go to the finals. You go to LA. The talk there is he can help develop Lonzo Ball. Is that what he's looking to do right now? Unless he, it's amazing. But the Cavs, they offer Rose a minimum contract, $2.1 million. And then adding Rose in this matter would add 6 years. Where we were at all the moves. They didn't get Paul George. They didn't get Jimmy. All those boats have sailed. So this is what they have to do. They don't need to sign some young player to a long-term deal. They need someone that, and that's what they're doing. You sign Derrick Rose, you sign him, you go to the chapel, you hit your knees, and you say, give us a year. Pray God, give us one magical year.
Let's help this year for the Knicks. The one thing he does well is take the ball to the basket.
Right.
He's not a plus defender. He's not a plus shooter.
And that's what
He doesn't distribute the basket.
Another guy to take the ball to the hoop. Another guy that can score. That's what you need to do all the thing. You can do some defense as well.
And he doesn't play defense.
That's all. Listen, I'm with you, but everybody's looking for scorers now.
But I think we're more excited about the name Derek Williams than what Derek Rose brings to the table.
I agree with that. But you put him on Cleveland, if it puts you just a little bit closer, you take it. You at this point,
I guess. I take it, but it doesn't excite me.
No. There's nothing in me that says that they would still only win one game in the next series next year.
Yeah.
There's nothing. So unless he catches lightning in a bottle, that's what they were hoping with the Knicks with him and Noah. You know, which
So that's it now. Don't do that.
I know. So there's no doubt from the outside looking in, for Rose, he'd get a chance at a ring if he were in Cleveland. He's not getting a chance if he goes there.
No, and I don't think he's at the point of his career where we're mentoring Lonzo Ball.
I agree. I agree. So, is it the draw of the West Coast, which they say is something that could bring LeBron out there next year? I don't know. But I would think the play would be, it depends on the money difference between LA.
I think it's $2 million. I think it's 2.3
As you
or
said,
4.
I don't want to tell anybody how much money they should make, but we know he's making $2 million. You go to Cleveland, you get your shot at another ring because they're still the best team in the East, and you kind of see where it goes. I mean, that's what Cleveland is right now. Year to year, on stage.
I agree with you. Adrian Wojnarowski.
War.
It's war.
War. Say it after me. War.
But it's WJ.
Say it.
You speak to me like you're my parent.
War.
Jin.
Howski.
Write this down.
War. Jin. Howski.
So I've been saying Wojnarowski.
Yeah, and you're saying that horribly wrong.
Wojnarowski.
Just go Wojnarowski.
Yeah.
Adrian Wojnarowski.
Isn't that right, Hembo? Wojnarowski?
That is correct? Yes, it is correct. You have to correct many fellows.
Many.
Wojnarowski. I don't get that from looking at that.
It has been the most mispronounced name here.
But I thought I just stumbled. I'm actually glad I
stumbled. You butchered.
But I'm glad I
brought out the
did
machete, and
I thought it was Wojnarowski.
It's not even.
It should be.
Okay.
But it's not.
It's not.
In fact, Wojnarowski.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and he said these.
Isn't that a lot easier to say than what the hell you tried to say?
Yeah, but now I have to look at my phonetically spelled.
The words say war, gin, something to drink every day.
Sure.
Owski.
Wojnarowski.
There you go.
Yes, on how serious the discussions have been with Rose and the Cavs.
Is that who we're running with?
No.
They've had some serious discussions here over the last few days, his reps in Cleveland. Rose met with the Lakers earlier today, 3 hours with Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka. For Derrick Rose, his focus throughout free agency has been to get back to a winning situation, to get back to a very good team. The New York season took a lot out of him. So right now, Cleveland feels like it's got a chance here to close this out. Money won't be a factor. The Lakers can pay him around $3 million, Cleveland $2. But Derrick Rose is still making upwards of $20 million a year from his shoe deal, his Adidas deal. So the Lakers felt like they made up some ground. They didn't like the signing. But I think Cleveland still feels that they're in the driver's seat here to get Derrick Rose. And they'll play him with Kyrie Irving, and they'll play some minutes behind Irving. And, he'll have a role on a team that obviously can get to the finals again.
You know the thing that strikes me of that whole soundbite? New York took a lot out of it.
Yeah.
New York.
So he had to leave for a day.
Oh, yeah, I mean, how about that? How about the fact, I don't know where we're going to get next year.
No,
how about Derrick Rose goes away?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
KP, Porzingis misses his exit interview, and he is persona non grata. Thank you. We are, of course, presented by Progressive Insurance. All guests will be here being the Shell Pennzoil Performance. So it's not easy as an Knicks fan, OJ was paroled. Let you hear some of the interesting things he had to say yesterday. Next, Rothenberg and Golden, ESPN Radio.
Geico, 15 minutes to save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com.
Toes in the sand, hiking the trails, taking in the pool.
One staffing franchise for 7 straight years and is looking for sales professionals who are ready for franchise ownership. And here's the kicker. Express is offering a $10,000 startup bonus. Visit expressfranchising.com to secure your startup bonus. That's expressfranchising.com. expressfranchising.com.
Online searches can help plan your next vacation or hand your vacation savings to a cybercriminal. Fake links, hacked websites, and phishing emails are on the rise, but you can stay safe with Kaspersky Lab Internet Security. Kaspersky lets you bank, browse, and that's right, buy tickets and travel gear online with confidence. No wonder it's the world's most awarded internet security. So keep planning. Kaspersky will keep you safe. Learn more at Kaspersky.com.
Hey, listen up and pay attention. It's Jimmy here with a very profound message. What you need to do is buy a zipper. Nobody wants to hear you snoring all the time. That's CY.
We just pulled out. We had to get some tires this morning, so we just now pulling outside. You pay $45.9. Probably about $9. Alright, we'll see you shortly.